Your inner child is secretly keeping you broke. What if I told you that your biggest obstacle to wealth isn't the economy, your job, or your spending habits? What if it's a hidden saboteur living inside you? A younger version of you who's secretly terrified of success. Most guys think money problems are about spreadsheets and investment strategies, but for many of us, the real battle is with our own inner child who's still making financial decisions based on old, forgotten rules. Our early life experiences form what we can call our money blueprint, a deeply ingrained operating system that dictates our financial behaviors today. This isn't about blaming your parents or your past. It's about understanding the invisible anchor that's been holding you back. In this video, we're going to expose those hidden beliefs, and I'll show you how to finally set yourself and your bank account free. Section 1. The Invisible Anchor. Understanding financial programming first. Let's get something straight. When we talk about the inner child, we're talking about the part of your psyche that stores your earliest experiences and beliefs. It's the part of you that learned how the world worked before you had the logic to question it. And a huge part of that learning was about money. This brings us to financial programming. Financial programming refers to the subconscious patterns formed through early money-related experiences. It's not always about one dramatic event. More often, it's the accumulation of emotional responses to situations where money meant stress or conflict. Maybe you grew up in a house where money was always a tense topic. Perhaps you constantly heard phrases like, "we can't afford that," or "money is the root of all evil." Or maybe it was more subtle. Maybe you felt that deep embarrassment when your friends had the latest gadgets and you didn't. Maybe you watched your parents argue about bills every month, learning that money equals conflict. These experiences create what we can call money scripts, the subconscious rules your younger self created to survive. Kids learn by observation. So even if your parents never directly taught you about money, you absorbed their stress, their beliefs, and their behaviors around it. You watch how they talked about work, handled finances, and felt about wealthy people. Your inner child accepted all this as absolute truth. Those survival mechanisms meant to protect you back then might now be sabotaging your financial success. They can show up as avoiding financial decisions, self-sabotaging at work, overspending to feel better, or that constant background anxiety about money that just won't go away. Section 2. How your younger self controls your finances. Here's why this happens. Your inner child's primary goal isn't to make you wealthy, it's to keep you safe. If money was associated with stress, shame, or danger in your childhood, your subconscious will try to protect you by keeping you in familiar territory, even if that territory is financial struggle. Your nervous system can literally pull you back to the income level where it feels comfortable. This often creates several common patterns. See if you recognize yourself in any of these. First, there's the survival mindset. This comes from growing up with a sense of not enough. Maybe your family genuinely struggled, or perhaps there was just a constant atmosphere of scarcity. This programming tells you resources are limited and could disappear anytime. As a man, this might mean you hoard money excessively, afraid to invest in yourself. Or alternatively, you overspend recklessly because deep down you believe the money will vanish anyway. Then there's the provider pressure. This develops when you learn that your worth was tied to what you could provide. Maybe you saw your father stressed about being the sole breadwinner, or received praise only for achievements. Now, you might overwork yourself to exhaustion, tie your identity entirely to your income, or feel like a failure if you're not constantly achieving more, regardless of what actually makes you happy. Finally, there's the rebel response. This forms in environments where money was used for control. Perhaps your parents were overly strict with finances or pushed you toward a certain career. Now, you might unconsciously sabotage financial opportunities, change jobs frequently, or avoid financial planning altogether, all to prove that nobody tells me what to do, even when you're only hurting yourself. Does any of this hit home? Do you find yourself repeating the same financial patterns despite knowing better? It's not that you're incompetent with money, it's that a scared kid is still holding the wheel, trying to navigate adult financial roads with a childhood map. Section 3. The repair process. Rewiring your financial blueprint. Now that we see the problem, how do we fix it? The solution isn't another budgeting app, it's rewiring. It's about reparenting where your adult self steps up to provide the security and confidence your inner child didn't receive around money. Here's how to start that process. Step 1. recognize the pattern without self-judgment. The first step is to stop beating yourself up. Your financial behaviors are protective mechanisms, not personal failures. Next time you feel that financial anxiety, maybe when discussing salary or making a big purchase, pause. Get curious, not critical. Ask, what's my younger self trying to protect me from here? Just naming the fear begins to disarm it. Step 2. The reassurance method. This is a powerful mental exercise. When you feel financially stressed, close your eyes if safe and picture yourself at the age when money first felt stressful. See that kid? Now imagine your current self walking into that scene. Look that younger you in the eye and tell him what he needed to hear. I've got this. We're safe. I'm handling things now. You're literally creating new neural pathways that associate money with competence instead of fear. Step 3. Rewrite your financial narrative. Your old money stories run automatically. Time to write new ones. Take a notebook and complete these sentences. The truth about money is, my father's relationship with money taught me that. As the adult I am now, I choose to believe that money. This isn't just writing, it's reprogramming your financial identity. Step 4. Make money masculine again. For man, money often ties into purpose and capability. Reconnect with money as a tool for creating the life you want. Instead of a dry budget, create a financial mission statement. When you pay bills, frame it as handling my responsibilities with competence. When you earn, see it as increasing my capacity to provide and create. This shifts money from a source of stress to a measure of your capability. Conclusion: fixing your finances isn't just about numbers, it's about healing. It's realizing that your money struggles probably have less to do with your current skills and more to do with past programming. Your inner child isn't trying to ruin you, he's trying to protect you based on outdated information. This work takes courage, the courage to look at your past with compassion rather than judgment. Every time you choose to reassure that younger version of yourself instead of criticizing him, you're rewiring decades of programming. You're becoming the man who can handle financial success. You're teaching your inner child that wealth isn't a threat, but a natural result of your competence and value. And that's a journey worth taking.
Oh.